Come in.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Ebony.
Ebony Stevens?
Yes, Ebony Stevens.
Nice to meet you. I'm Marcy Johnson.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a counselor here at the facility. I'm not a doctor, not a physician, not a nutritionist. I'm simply a counselor, and you were referred to me to give you a little information and answer any questions that you may have.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I see that you have a 3-year-old going on 4.
Yes.
Great.
Asia.
Awesome. And you have you're pregnant now. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing I want to talk to you about is decreasing the stress for your child, for Asia. It's been said that children, and it's grown up in a single household parent, they have more stressors and different stressors than children growing up in a home with 2 parents.
Okay.
So ways to decrease that is to just simply talk to her, see how her day's going, try to spend more time with her, a little quality time with her, and just get her to open up to you.
Okay.
Even though she's at an early age, you can still try to see how is school, if she has any new friends.
All right. Sounds
Okay,
good.
great. Another thing we want to talk about is eating schedules. Okay, how often does she eat?
She usually just eats whenever I eat, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay, so what we want to do is you want to make sure she eats at least 3 meals a day. 3 whole meals a day.
Okay.
And 2 snacks in between that day.
Okay.
Separate the snacks. They don't have to be back to back. But make sure she gets at least 3 meals a day. Okay.
Okay.
Another thing we want to talk about is the quality of the food and the quantity. A lot of parents tend to focus more on making sure their kids eat, and not focused on the type of food that they're giving them. Where a cracker, you'll give a cracker versus a chip. A cracker is about 304 calories, where a chip is 365 calories. A cracker may have 26 grams of fat, and a chip could have about 30 grams of fat. Don't quote me on that, but that's about in that range.
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying? You want to focus on making better nutritional facts, and just make sure you get those 3 meals a day instead of making sure you get the chips, juice here, things like that. Okay.
Okay. So quality over quantity.
Over quantity.
Okay.
Yes, correct. Great. Another thing I want to mention was making sure that she gets all her nutrients. Like I was telling you earlier, ways that you can do that is make sure you incorporate her into your cooking. Maybe you have her fix the salad when you're prepping the meals, and that would make her want to eat that, because hey, it's like, hey, I did this, I cooked this, so let me cook, let me eat this is what I cooked. And sometimes they have like little plates with the little smiley faces in them. When she's done eating, she gets to see the little frog or the little monkey or whatever it is, and that makes her feel accomplished.
Okay.
So little ways that you can incorporate her into the meal prepping, that'll make her want to eat more. Make sure she gets all her nutrients, with the fruits and the vegetables. Make sure you put all that in there, and when she's helping you prep all that stuff, it'll make her want to eat it more. Okay.
Okay.
So that's one way to make sure she gets all her nutrients. Okay. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, great. We're gonna go ahead and move on to food safety. One thing you want to always remember to do is wash your hands. That's one big deal with everything. Always wash your hands before cooking and after, and sometimes during cooking if necessary. If you're going to be cooking meats and vegetables, try to use 2 different sides of the sink. If you have 2 different sides, make sure the meat is on one side and the vegetables on the other. And whenever you touch the meat, always make sure you wash your hands before you touch anything else, to prevent that bacteria from spreading throughout the house or any other foods. Okay.
Okay.
Excuse me. Okay, and make sure if you cut yourself or anything while cooking the meal, just go wash your hands and put a little waterproof band-aid on it, and you can go back to cooking. Okay.
Okay.
Great. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was allergic reactions. I'm sure she is being introduced to more new foods as she get older. So one thing you always want to make sure, just check for any type of allergic reactions. This could be redness, any kind of bumps, irritation, swelling of the mouth, swelling of the nose, any type of out of the ordinary things that you may see wrong with her. Make sure you just keep a big eye on that and try to remember what type of new foods you're introducing her to. Okay.
Okay.
Because those are always the danger. Okay.
All right.
Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was childhood illnesses. She's growing up and she's about 3 having daycare. Okay, so she's going to be exposed to a lot of different things. So you just want to make sure that she's up to date with all of her vaccinations. You want to make sure that you take her to the doctor if you notice anything out of the ordinary, and you want to just get her regular doctor visits and teach her to wash her hands more often.
Okay.
Another thing you want to do is accidents, helmets, knee pads. Teach her to no-nos for water, swimming, teach her how to swim. Keep her away from things that she knows that she can't touch, like white fixtures.
Okay.
Another thing is you want to keep her up to date with all her doctor's visits. She should be going to the doctor at least once a year, and that way it'll always catch anything that may be wrong with her, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, thanks for coming.
All right. Thank you.
You have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.